I wanted to talk a little bit about how your membership is changing. The Latter-day Saint Church has said it's one of the fastest growing religions in America. But according to the latest reporting by the Salt Lake Tribune, the church outside Utah has only added 8,000 new members, it's reporting, in the US during the past 2 years. And it says Utah's growth of about 34,000 members represents the majority of the church's 42,000 member growth in America over the past 2 years. And for those of us who follow Pew and Gallup survey data, it's been clear that the church's replacement rate in the US has been negative for over a decade. Back in 2008, Pew ran a survey that said the replacement rate of the church has dropped to 80%, and that means that for every 5 members who leave the church behind, 4 new converts join the church. Can you talk about some of those findings and how you can say that the church in America is growing when we're looking at statistics like this?
I'd be happy to, and I'll try to be an apostle and not an academic and a statistician, which is what I used to do. I would just highlight one feature and talk about the very complicated nature of what we're discussing. If you take a look at the church in the aggregate, it is growing, which in the climate that we find today is rather newsworthy in and of itself. Secondly, if you take, for example, the western area of the United States, we have had a huge outmigration of members from that part of the country. We've also had a huge migration from Mexico and Central America. I have no idea what the real numbers are. So we have numbers, and I believe the numbers, but there's some uncertainty in the numbers. So I guess what I'm suggesting is, at the aggregate, I have confidence in the growth. If you want to break it down state by state, that is a rapidly moving target. And I just am not in a position to comment because I'm not sure what's really happening.
Okay, good to know.